right, everyone, welcome to AC Sports. It's a Towson versus Dulaney matchup. Big rivalry here. Towson Generals versus the Dulaney Lions. I'm Liam Emmons, and I'm joined.
I'm Landon Katz. Thank you for joining us here on AC Sports. As Liam said, we got a big rivalry here in the Towson, Lutherville, Timonium area. That's Dulaney versus Towson. This is a rivalry that really spans time itself, Liam.
It really does.
Comparable to the Hatfields and the McCoys of old.
That's a great comparison. Ravens and Steelers, Red Sox, Yankees, 100%. Towson, Dulaney. It's going to be a great game. And we got Will Deffaa also here, going to be doing the score for us. Thank you, Will.
Thank you very much, Will.
And we're on the tip-off right now. It's going to be Elliot Genus versus number 23, Zhang. And we're just waiting for the ball to get into court right now. Both teams have a winning record. Dulaney 1-0. Towson 3-1. Just beat Sparrows Point on Wednesday.
I'm excited for this matchup here. These teams are always fight.
Here's the tip, and Zhang gets it to number 32. He's going to get it back to Zhang. Zhang on the top of the key. Top of the key looking for a point. All right, Five gets the ball. He's guarded by number 1, Joe Jackson. Had a good game last game against Sparrows Point. Passes it through to number 34, back up to 32. Number 5, back to 32. Loses the ball, and he saves it. Gets it out to number 13, 23, open on, and he misses the shot. 34 at the rebound and puts it back in. 34, that is Morris.
Solid save.
Very solid save.
Great ball movement, good rebounding. That's what you like to see starting these games.
100%. Dulaney definitely needs that. Joe Jackson driving and loses the ball. Stolen by number 5. Zhang on the breakaway. Going for a mid layup, and he misses it. Hits the rim, misses it. Defense, Jackson with the ball now. Jackson driving quickly, gets it to Juan Austin. Juan Austin, amazing game against Sparrows Point. Played great. To Elliot Genus. And Elliot Genus holds it, gets it up to Kane Summers. Back to Joe Jackson, he's a good shooter. And he's gonna shoot from the mid-range. Gonna hit nothing.
Not a great shot there. A fumble and an air ball from Towson to start their first 2 possessions.
Not very
They're gonna have
good,
to tune up these mistakes here.
100%. They got to get a little bit slower. This is what they were doing the first half of last game as well. Just slow it down, play better defense. Eric Zhang bringing up the court. Fit number 34. Gets back to 23. Zhang, number 5. 5 guard by Henry Brown. 23 drives in, kicks up to 34. That's a shot. And won't go. Juan Austin with the rebound. He's driving. He's quick, folks. And he's going to put up a shot, and it's not going to make it. And it looks like that's going to be a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Juan Austin. Last game against Sparrows Point, he had an amazing game. Had at least, I think, 15 points. Continued to drive. He's the leading scorer of this team still.
And you know, Liam, I like that play there by the Dulaney defense, trying to draw that charge right there. Just didn't go their way that time, but that's a very smart heads-up play.
100% a high-effort play. Really like to see that. So Juan Austin's going to get 2 free throws here. It's 2-0 early for Dulaney. Obviously, a lot of time left. And we have a big crowd here tonight. A lot of people. It's a whiteout game for Towson. Home game. Everyone's really going crazy. Tickets were sold out, which is very impressive, Landon, don't you think?
That was impressive.
He makes the first free throw. Here's the second on the way, and that's good too. All tied up.
Great job on tying that up by Towson. Clutch free throws to start off the game.
100%. Number 5 is going to take it up the court. He's looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it to 34 in the corner. Swings it to 13, middle of the key. Shoots it. That's a good shot.
You know what I've noticed here early, Liam, is that Dulaney is utilizing bounce passes a lot more than you see some of these teams do, which is pretty impressive.
They are. They're passing the ball very well. Number 13, that's Highland. He's playing well. Gets back to Juan Austin. Juan Austin. Oh, crosses somebody up. Passes to Henry Brown. Henry Brown swinging around. Passes back to Juan Austin. That's an open 3 and won't be able to hit. But Elliot Genus with a great rebound. Puts it up. Makes the shot. Makes the shot.
Great put back there. You're seeing both these teams getting offensive rebounds early.
100%. Zhang crossing center court right now. Passes it to number 5. Number 5 guarded by 2 players. Juan goes for the steal, won't get it. Pass it to the corner for Zhang. And 32. And that's going to be called, I believe that's going to be called a travel.
It was either a travel or a carry there, Liam.
Something like that. Probably definitely a right call. So it's 4-4 here, 5:48 left in the first quarter. Starters for Dulaney tonight looks like it's going to be Zhang, 34 with Morris. Number 5, 13, it's Highland. And then 55, I think just subbed in, that's Hamright. Juan Austin on the top of the key, pass it to Joe Jackson. Joe, Elliott's in the post calling for the ball. Don't look like Jackson's going to try to pass it. Kicks it back to Austin. Austin driving, baseline, back up to Henry. Henry passes out to Jackson. Kane looking for the screen. Kane fakes the screen, back up to Kane. He's going to take an open mid-range, and he's going to make it.
I just want to touch on that play by Austin there on the baseline. Great heads-up athletic play to keep that going.
And a really nice shot by Caden as well.
Yep.
Number 5 taking up the court, passes into 55. 55 driving inside, and a beautiful layup. Beautiful layup there by Hamright.
And one. Tough to defend that.
100%. He's a big guy, and he made it known there. That's going to tie the game back up, and he has a chance to take the lead here with this free throw. All right, on the line. Towson trying to distract him here. It's getting very loud. He shoots it, and he won't make it. Kane Summers corrals the rebound, gets it back to Eliachinas.
The crowd is just electric here at Towson.
100%. You love to see it. Joe Jackson driving, puts up a shot, won't go. Rebound by Henry in the post, puts it up. Great shot.
Again, offensive rebounds. They're key. They're key.
They're playing with high effort. I really like to see that for Towson. Gets it up to 5, guarded by Joe Jackson, and 21 guarding. 34 has the ball. Sorry, 21 was guarding him. Open man in the corner for Dulaney. Pass it back to Zhang. And Zhang with the shot, won't make it, air balls. Towson is absolutely insane right now.
Now, Liam, let me ask you, how much influence do you think this crowd might have on this Dulaney team?
It has to be having a crowd. I mean, I don't think Dulaney's only had one game on the season that counts, as Juan Austin sizing up Zhang here. Back up to Henry in the corner. And Elliott in the post, tries to put it up. Blocked from behind by 13. Nice play. Very nice play. 34, back up to Zhang. Zhang gets him to number 5. Number 5, 55. Open man in the corner, shoots it, and he makes it. Great shot. As I was saying, though, obviously, besides that one, Dulaney definitely nervous from this crowd. So it's 8-9-8. Juan Austin driving inside. Big man with the steal. Gets it to Zhang. Open man running down, number 5. And he misses the layup. He misses the layup. Oh, man. Nerves definitely showing here. Juan Austin driving inside. Beautiful, had a beautiful reverse, just couldn't convert.
You know, back to that last series, fast break layups are something you cannot afford to miss.
No, you cannot, especially in a game as big as this one. But they get the layup there. 55 with a nice play. But no, they've missed two fast break layups. That's 4 easy points that they didn't get. Could have extended their lead more. They're up by 3, 11-8.
And that can get inside your mentality.
100%. Tries to get it to Juan Austin. He does. Gets it to Summer. No, I'm sorry. He gets it to Henry Brown. Henry Brown driving baseline. Kicks it back out to Juan Austin. Almost a steal there. Dangerous pass. Juan Austin with the open 3. Shoots it. Won't go. That was actually pretty good defense. He closed out pretty well. Zhang bringing it back up the court. Zhang looking to pass. Double teamed. And it's going to get him to number 5. Double teams again. Towson playing some tight defense. 55 with the ball. Posting up Genus. And that looks like it's going to be, I actually don't know. What do you think?
It looks like Dulaney called timeout before that play. Just want to comment, a great footwork by number 5. He was getting double teamed there. He managed to get around and get the ball out. That's something you don't see a lot of players do often.
No, you do not. And Dulaney really has, they are playing very nice right now. They're playing with high skill, playing very well. What do you think the keys to winning are for both Towson and Dulaney?
I think they just need to finish their attempts. I mean, we've seen a lot of air balls here. You have to give your team a chance of getting the offensive rebound. I mean, on both sides we've seen air balls.
100%.
Game still within one score.
It's a close game, yeah. I mean, I like the way they're playing. They're a lot of pace, a lot of energy. You really like to see that. Towson definitely trying to give some support to the home team right now. Dulaney just trying to play the bad guy here. All right, so it's going to be 11-8 with 2:58 left in the first quarter. Each team has 1 foul each, and the Generals are going to be having the ball, I believe.
You touched on something there that I don't think we've talked about enough, but is definitely significant, is that neither team has fouled very much in these first 5 minutes.
No, they haven't, and I was wrong. Dulaney is inbounding the ball. Going to get it up to Zhang, open at the top of the key. Gets the ball, looking to make a play here. They subbed in number 3, that's Curly Scott. Curly Scott, open, guarded by Joe Jackson. Gets it up, 32-24, inside the post, drives, and that's going to be a travel on 24. 24, that is Unger. Right there, he just subbed in, as did number 3, and as did number 1, Aor.
That's a tight call on the travel right there. I'm not sure I very much agree with it, but that's definitely indicative of how these referees are going to call the game. 100%.
Elliott in the post, puts up a shot, and that's not going to fall. And Kane Summers hiding for the rebound, don't get it. All right, number 1's driving the ball up the court. New players, that means some new energy for Dulaney. 23, open, Zhang. They got number 3. Towson's playing some great defense right here. 1 driving inside, gets it out to 3. That's Curly Scott. Back up to Zhang, and that's a push, and he lost the ball out of bounds, but it looks like Jackson might have pushed him.
Great pass by one there, getting it around the defender for Dulaney.
100%. They've had some really nice passing, Landon. You really do like to see that. And it looks like 24 is going to be inbounding the ball. That's Unger again. Back out to Zhang. Just in the backcourt right here. Driving inside. Towson's getting pretty loud. Everybody's standing up in the section right next to us. Juan Austin guarding number 1 here. Oh, crosses him up. Open mid-range. And he makes it.
Great footwork to get the defender out of the way there. Then he can just pull up.
Very inspired play early. So it's 13-8. Dulaney with 2 minutes left. Juan Austin trying to drive inside. Kane Summers feeds it to him in the post. Puts up a shot. Not a great shot, though.
Good defense on that. Got a hand on it.
100%. Stopped him.
And Summers does tend to be a very physical player. We could see a lot of that later on.
I'm sure he does. I think Juan Austin has got to drive more inside. That's what really worked against Sparrow's point. And he gets a steal here. And he's driving up the ball down the court, playing with some quick pace. Good Euro step. Puts it in, won't go. 3 corrals the rebound, back up to 24, back up to 1. 1 on the left side of the court here. Driving inside, another crossover, and that's another steal for Towson. Can they finish this one? Juan Austin a little bit more open this time and makes it.
Heads up play at the midline for Towson right now. They're swarming early.
That's 2 steals in a row. That's what they needed to get back in this game. Gets the fans back in this game as well. And they're going to pass it back out to Curly Scott. Curly Scott trying to get around Jackson. Jackson playing very nice defense. Juan Austin top of the key with number 1. Also shaded by Joe Jackson. Juan Austin right there. Eric Zhang trying to get it. Henry Brown also guarding him. They're playing some really tight double teams here. Top of the key, driving inside. Kane Summers, that's a 3rd steal in the row for Towson. They really are loving this right now. Joe Jackson trying to put up a lip, and he makes it. And he makes it.
And the crowd's really getting into it now. They've been incessant with this air ball chant recently.
This is a great sequence for Towson. Trying to get another steal. Saying they got to be more careful with the ball. Dulaney here. Number 1, top of the key. Guarded by Joe Jackson, 1 against 1. Curly Scott. Pass it back to 24. 24 gets it inside to 32 and makes the shot. Okay, 22 seconds left on the clock. Towson may have to, probably he's going to play for last possession here. What do you think, Landon?
That would be what I would do.
That's true. And they foul. They foul. Now, do you think that was on purpose?
I don't think it is. You don't really want to add fouls to your tally here in the first half for no reason.
No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to make sure they can get last possession, but it's not even a shooting foul anyway.
My opinion, that's a bit unnecessary.
It is.
But again, I don't think it was intentional.
Juan Austin's going to be subbed out here for number 5. That's Aiden Nickens. Aiden Nickens did not play on Wednesday, but is back today and looking really ready to get this rivalry game going for him. All right, passing inside to 1. Another couple of new players here as well. That's Scary, number 22. As 1 and 3 both go sit down. Joe Jackson, top of the key. Towson going crazy. There's 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's got to take a wild shot. Won't make it. Won't make it. So we're going to go into the second quarter here. Dulaney up 15-12. And that's a very good first quarter by Dulaney. Thoughts on that?
I mean, Dulaney, this game, for one part, it's been going back and forth, but it seems like Delaney's just been doing a good job maintaining this small lead. We're going to have to see Towson try and chip away at that. I mean, it's only 3 points. It's 1 score. Towson has not been hitting their shots, though, early. They've had a lot of shots, a lot of misses. A few good plays, though. A few good plays.
100%. I think a big thing as well is I really haven't seen many open shots for Towson.
Dulaney has been swarming on that defense.
100%. There hasn't been many passing into an open player, just is not getting it. Dulaney, meanwhile, a lot of open shots and a few makes as well.
Agreed.
The lead might have been even bigger if they make those fast break layups.
We got about 20 seconds left in this quarter break here. What do you think they're saying in the Towson huddle right now?
In the Towson huddle, they're saying kind of like what we're talking about. You got to execute better. Obviously, they like that high energy sequence right there where they got 3 or 4 steals in a row, made a couple points off it, got them right back in this game. But they need to keep doing that. And they're subbing in a new player here. That's number 14. That's James Anderson. So hopefully he's going to bring some more life to this team. They clearly have shown they can keep up with Dulaney.
And you know one thing I'd like to see from Towson here that might help them get a bit of separation is a bit of motion. I haven't seen a lot of cuts, a lot of picks, a lot of trying to feed into the post. So 100%. We could see that a lot more in this second quarter.
A lot of ISO here, which can work sometimes, but it's not going to be great when Delaney's playing this good of defense. And it looks like Joe Jackson open, and he won't make that. He's a good shooter, but he didn't make that one.
Early 3 doesn't hit.
5.
If you make that really sets the tone.
Oh, he loses it. Well, we have this little break here. This players in for Dulaney. It's number 23, Zhang. Number 5, number 34, that's going to be Morris. 32, it's going to be Wynn. And it looks like, 13 as well. That's Highland. So they mainly, basically all their starters are. It's a starters game. Dulaney is going crazy. I'm sorry, Towson's going crazy. 5 at an open shot, did not choose to take it. A lot of cutting here, as you were saying. 34 with the ball. Left side, bets back to Zhang, that's on the right side. Moving to the top of the key. Screen there from 32, good screen. And Zhang's shot will not fall. 14, James Anderson gets the rebound, gets it back to Juan Austin. He's their star point guard. He's really needing to go off this game. Joe Jackson in the corner from the pass from Juan, getting it inside. He's passing out to Aiden Nickens, and that's going to be a travel.
Again, I touched on that earlier. These refs are calling travels in a very tight window.
100%. But it's good to see they're calling on both sides, definitely. All right, so Zhang's going to get the ball right here. He's going to cross center court right now. Number 15-12, no points scored yet. 34, back to 23, back to 5. Zhang, top of the key again. Screen there by 32, 34. Looking like he wanted to shoot that ball, even though it's pretty far. 32, back up to 34, driving inside, gets it to Zhang. Zhang, a lot of players around him, misses that shot. Good block. They're fighting for the ball. And we're going to have to see who comes up with that. Looks like it's going to be Towson ball based on the reaction.
And a bit of a no call there on the drive. I might be upset if I were the Dulaney bench right now.
100%, but I will say they came in together well. I think Zhang maybe could have tried to pass that out as well. Oh, and it's going to be Dulaney's ball. All right, 32 is going to inbound the ball. They're kind of bunched up here, Dulaney. That's a common formation you'll see. And he's going to get it to 23, wide open, misses the shot. Couple rebounds there for Dulaney, and they cannot execute. Rico Talley, who's subbed in at this point. Really good rebound there, fighting hard.
Dulaney with 2 offensive rebounds has to get points on that possession.
They do. And they're going to get to Aiden Nickens. Aiden Nickens trying to pass it out to Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson driving inside, and he's going to make that shot. Good shot there by Aiden Nickens. Very good, even against tight defense. Zhang's taking up the court, pass about to 34. 34, he shoots immediately, and he makes it.
Again, this back and forth, but as I was saying, Dulaney maintains the lead.
He does. It's just back and forth, but Towson's not going to win like that if they don't get the lead. Pass back to Juan Austin. Looked like he wanted to shoot that. He did not. He goes inside.
Bit of an overcommitment from 23.
100%. 100% overcommitment. But Juan Austin, really nice layup. Number 5, guarded by Nickens. 14, inside, guarded by 14. Missed that shot. Rebound by 32. And we're going to see, have to see what this call is. And they're not letting him sub in. 55 was trying to sub back in. Remember, he had that nice layup. That's ham right. And it's going to be Dulaney's ball again. Zhang's going to try to inbound it. In right now for Towson is Rico Talley, Aiden Nickens, James Anderson, Joe Jackson, and Juan Austin. 5 great players. Oh, Caden Summers just checked in, checking out James Anderson. So Caden Summers back in. It's going to be 3 of the starters and a couple other bench players. Back up to 34, top of the key. 13, moving the ball really well. Gets a mid-range shot, he makes it.
Very tough shot there to shoot on the baseline. You got to sort of curve that in.
Yeah, you really do.
I'm impressed
kind of stopped on a dime, shot it really nice. Juan Austin, top of the key. Aiden Nickens, looking like he wanted to shoot that as well. Juan Austin trying to move some people around. I think you're right, they need more motion. And Joe Jackson taking the 3, rims out. Not a bad shot, but I just don't know. It's the same thing we're saying. We've got to get more motion going. Eric Zhang bringing up the court, back to number 5. Number 5, top of the key. And Rico Talley's guarding him. Gets it over Joe Jackson's head. Passing it out to Zhang. Right there is Zhang with another mid-range, and he cannot miss.
Towson here has been really pressuring the perimeter, and you see that Dulaney's capitalized on that, and they're hitting from the mid-range.
They are. Oh, and another steal there by Juan Austin, or a steal from Juan Austin, I should say. Number 5 gets it back out to Zhang. There's a couple open players. Zhang back to the court, and that's going to be open for Dulaney. Number 34, and he's going to miss that. Aiden Nickens corrals the rebound. Timeout.
Towson's going to call timeout there. Now they're feeling a bit overwhelmed. The lead for Dulaney was 3 at the quarter. It's now 6 with just about 5 minutes remaining on the quarter.
Towson, I think, they're just not doing the same things that Dulaney's doing. Dulaney's doing a lot of passing. They're taking what the defense is giving them, and as you said, Towson's guarding the perimeter really well, but then that open mid-range is right there for the taking.
And you know what, Liam? I've seen a million Towson-Dulaney games in my day, and these games are always a fight. Even if Dulaney goes up early, this will come down to the 4th quarter.
Without a doubt. These players are not just playing for the win, but they're playing for pride as well. They want to come back on Monday and let everyone know who they beat.
That's right.
All right, so there's 5 minutes left. We're halfway through the 2nd period, and so Dulaney's up 22-16 over Towson. I think if Dulaney just keeps this up, they really have a strong advantage in this game. Towson's got to take more of the defense is given, or of what the defense is giving them, and just got to make more open shots. Derek Fisher checks in now. They call him the sniper. Didn't have the best game against Sparrows Point, but definitely can turn it up at any time. Juan Austin taking the ball up the court, guarded by Zhang. Kane Summers in the post. They're trying to get the ball to him. Won't work. Joe Jackson now guarded by 5. Joe Jackson driving it back up. And Kane Summers with a mid-range. Won't get it. And they're fighting for the rebound. Rico Talley gets it, but then steals the ball. And 5's going to get the ball for him. And he's driving. Joe Jackson, they're fighting for the ball. And that's going to be Towson ball. Towson ball. The crowd loves it.
Tough call to make by the referees. Scrum over there. Hard to determine who touched it last.
This is already the second scrum. I didn't see any at Sparrows Point. I mean, they're just playing with high intensity. Kane Summers was open in the post. Great pass in there. He's fighting for it. Won't go. Tried to do too much, I think. Zhang's going to get the ball back. It was a really nice block as well by 55 and 34 combined. Zhang's driving it up. 34 and 13's cutting. Juan Austin with a great steal. He's driving down and makes a layup. Great play there from Towson, and great play there from Juan Austin.
Caden Summers really hasn't been able to get into it early. I mean, he's been trying to play his physical form of ball, but Dulaney
driving inside, sorry about that, and makes the layup. 55 gets the rebound, puts it up. Juan Austin driving the ball down the court. You're right, Caden Summers only has 2 points. Juan Austin, top of the key, guarded by Zhang again, and he's driving inside, gets it out. Joe Jackson, Joe Jackson, guarded by 5, tries to go for the steal. He's going to pass out to Foster. Foster driving, kicks it back out. This is some nice passing from Towson. Juan Austin with the shot, and that's a wedgie. That's a wedgie.
Liam, in my mind, that's more impressive than making a shot.
I think you're right. I don't think I could do that, but I could make a shot, but I don't think I could ever get a wedgie. Derek Foster can be the one inbounding here, so it's going to be Towson ball. Derek Foster, you know, if he has a good game tonight and he makes his shots, I think that'll be very helpful for Towson. Getting a bunch here. Kane Summers going to drive out, get the ball open mid-range for Summers, and he won't make it. Very nice inbound play drawn up there. Kane Summers with a really good shot attempt, but just won't fall for him.
Liam, am I wrong for saying that you have to make that there?
I don't think you are. And Joe Jackson tries to get for the steal, and he will. Joe Jackson driving inside, guarded by 5, puts it up. He makes it. Great shot. But you're right, Kane Summers has to make that. That game would be a lot closer if he does. A couple points.
Indeed.
Zhang top of the key. And Towson's going wild here. They feel the hype. They want to get this. Rico Talley, tight defense on Zhang. 55 with the screen, blows him up, passes out. Man in the corner, 55, guarding up, posting up by Kane. And Kane with the block! But he gets the ball back, and he misses the shot. Joe Jackson getting it up there. We'll see what he does here. He passes inside, and Juan Austin with the open 3 won't go. Good rebound there by Zhang.
Peyton really maintained his defensive presence there.
He did.
Even in the post one-on-one, he managed to stand him up.
And a good recovery from the offense after that offensive miss. So Henry Brown looks like he's about to check in. So Zhang gets it out to 13. 13 guarded by Derek Foster. 5 to 55 in the post. Trying to post his will. Derek Foster falls over. That's going to be an open shot for 13. He won't be able to capitalize on the fall by Derek Foster. 23, Zhang up there, driving inside, looking for the mid-range, won't get it. 55 takes the mid-range and makes it. Really nice shot there by 55.
I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. Dulaney just dominating on the offensive rebounds.
They are. They're just imposing their will on this game. They're going to get it into Kane Summers in the post. Joe Jackson falls with the ball, tries to get it. Very nice recovery there. Juan Austin still with the ball, down 6. He's got his man. He's looking kind of like he's going to ISO. And I think that's going to be a foul with 1:46 left in the second quarter. We're going to have to see what they call here. But no, you're right. I mean, Dulaney is just gobbling up these offensive rebounds. Gobbling.
And it looks like number 1, that's Joe Jackson. He's struggling a bit here.
He is. He's hobbling a little bit. We'll have to see what's going on with him, but he's going to get subbed out right now. And looks like he might be leaving. Trying to see what happens. Summers also gets taken out. Louis Genus gets in the game for the first time tonight. And they're going to see what happens. And now, Towson, it looks like he has 6 players on the court. He can't do that. Derek Foster's coming out.
And Liam, my familiarity with this layout of the school, it looks like Joe Jackson just ran towards the bathroom area. Perhaps he has to go relieve himself.
Little Paul Pierce moment there. And Juan Austin, top of the key against Eric Zhang. As we've been saying, Juan Austin driving inside, blocked by 32. Great block. Incredible block. But it's still going to be Towson possession with 1:40 left. They just need to start chipping away at this. Taking better shots, passing better. Play more like a cohesive basketball team. Gets out to Louis Genus. Louis Genus right there. Guarded by 32. Down the key, driving inside. And stolen by number 3. That's Curly Smith. He's driving inside. Louis blocks it. Louis with a great block. 15, Henry Brown driving down the court. And he's going to drive right inside. Looks like he has an open layup, but he makes it. He makes it.
Great play on both sides of the ball there.
Great play there. Zhang looking like their point guard coming up the court here. Guarded by Rico Talley. Some movement on Dulaney's side. Screen by 32. And a pull up from Zhang, and he makes it. He makes that.
And obviously for Towson, you want to be tied up or even winning at the half, but I think they'd be very pleased to see a 2-point game.
I think they would too, 100%. And they can definitely do it here. As Louis Genus drives inside, won't make that one. Trying to get the rebound, and it's going to be Towson ball. We're going to see who balls it is here. Yes, I believe that is Towson ball. Okay. All right, Aiden Nickens is going to inbound it here.
And Elliot Genus just came in for his twin brother, Lewis.
Yes, he did. Little brotherly love there. Elliot Genus posting up, trying to make an immediate impact, and he does. Great shot. All right, they're down 4. As you said, if they can get it to 2 or maybe even tied here, they'd be really happy with that. Keeping the game close. Curly Scott driving inside, and that's a man in the corner. Driving in 34. 32, backs out to 23, but he throws it away. Now that, I don't know about you, that's really Dulaney's probably first big mistake that I've seen in a good bit.
Yes, that could be, that turnover, I mean, time's running out in the half.
Only 34 seconds left. One Austin, top of the key, screen by Elliot Genus, passes out, Aiden Nickens in the corner, takes the shot. Oh, looked good, but didn't fall. Back out to 34. See me driving inside. Elliot Genus is right there. Looks like he's going to go for the layup. Circus shot, won't hit it. But then they get the ball back. Aiden Nickens had the rebound. So with 19 seconds left, Aiden Nickens had the rebound, but then was unable to get it. But no, it's going to be Towson ball. Looked like he stepped out of bounds.
And Towson's going to try and take maybe the last possession here.
I think so too. Maybe try to get a 2 or 3. Get it a 1-possession game for sure. All right, one Austin driving down against Zhang. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10. Gets into Elliot Genus in the post. Genus posting him up, double teamed. Not a great shot there. Just covered by too many people. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Zhang's got to pull up. Oh, he almost made that.
And you know what, Liam? As we go into the half, points on that last possession are crucial for Towson. I think if they scored that could have very well changed the outcome. And that would have given them the momentum going into the half. They gave Dulaney a chance to make a shot and have all the momentum. Indeed.
But it's going to be 28-24 here at the half for Towson. Zhang's playing a great game, making every mid-range that he can. Towson sticking right with him, but just Dulaney with a small advantage over him.
And we'll see how Dulaney comes back and Towson comes back after the half.
All right, thank you. And welcome back. It's the second half here. It's 28-24 Dulaney, just up by 4. Very tight game, very good game. Landon?
And you know what? You watching at home, this might have been just a short moment for you, but we sat through 10 minutes of a lot of game planning by both teams. Towson down 4, still a very manageable comeback to make. Without a doubt.
I saw the Dulaney head coach in the bathroom, and he told me his name is James Dickens.
That's nice.
That's good to hear. And they just inbounded the ball, but something happened. Something went wrong there. So it's going to be Towson ball. Something did not work there for Dulaney.
I did not see him dribble the ball. It could have been a travel call.
Could have been a travel, could have been a 5 seconds. I'd have to go back on the game footage. But Aiden Nickens is now going to inbound the ball, looking like it's going to go to Juan Austin. 7:58. And they're trying to figure out what's going on. Dulaney, Eric Zhang, definitely the leader of this team, 100%. Talking to his players right now. Dulaney has Joe Jackson in, Aiden Nickens, Juan Austin, Henry Brown, and Rico Talley. Juan Austin, top of the key, guarded by Zhang, as we've been saying. So he's going to be driving. Screen by Henry Brown. Pass out to Joe Jackson. Going to get it back. Rico Talley in the post. Henry Brown as well. Not a huge lineup, but definitely some spacing. And missed shot there by Juan Austin. Number 13 driving down the court for Dulaney. They got 13, 5, 34, 32, and Zhang in. Back out to 13 from 5. 13 guard by Talley. Zhang going for the steal. Wide open layup, and he makes it.
Defensive miscommunication there by Towson. Dulaney got their points back from missing that inbound to start the half.
Good play there by Dulaney and by Zhang. Juan Austin driving inside, passing out to Rico Talley, looking like he wants for the shot. On the baseline, gets the mid-range, won't go. Henry Brown fighting for the rebound, will he get it? No. No, he will not. And Rico Talley does get it, misses that shot, puts it back up, and misses that one as well.
And it looks like Brown is down.
Definitely looks like Brown is injured. Holding his head, he might have hit the ground a little too hard there.
And Towson, good play on the fumbled ball there. They got the ball back. Talley had two attempts at the layup there. Didn't make either.
No, he did not. I'm sorry.
And also, that shot on the baseline, I am just not a huge fan of. I'm actually just a small fan of that shot on the baseline. You were way behind the hoop there. You cannot be taking that. You need to pass that out and get a better shot look.
He was going for a highlight play, and I understand it completely. Obviously, you want to make a shot happen, and he was open, but just not a good position. Could have found a better one, and I think that's been the story of Towson's offense all game long.
I agree.
They definitely can just try to find better shots, and they just really have not been. But still keeping it close, which is a good sign, because if they turn it up here, then they can definitely take the lead. So 13's going to inbound it for Dulaney, out to number 5. 13, that's Highland. Highland inbounding it to number 5. Number 5 guarded by Jackson. A little bit less of a press than we saw last game from Towson. Trying to kind of play more in the half court. 13 back to 5. 5 top of the key, getting it to 34. Guarded by Derek Foster, who's checked in, as has Elliot Genus. And back up to 23, Zhang. Guarded by Rico Talley. A lot of movement here for Dulaney. Zhang driving inside, mid-range. And that's really, I think, his first miss that I've seen.
He's been very consistent shooter today.
He has been, especially right at that spot. Derek Foster, open 3. They call him the sniper, won't hit it. And that could be on Dulaney, but no, it's going to be a push. Dulaney touched it last, but it's going to be a foul on it looks like Elliot Genus, so they're not going to be able to get the ball.
And just back to the injury, Henry Brown sitting on the bench. He looks all right now. We could likely see him coming back into the game.
And Joe Jackson as well, back in the game after that injury, after that little bit of limp. So something happened there, but he's back, looked good, looked fresh. A lot of Towson fans here, entire really student section next to us standing up. They are ready to see Towson win this game, and Towson's ready to win it for him. So just a little bit of a pause here, trying to see kind of what's going on. All right. Let's get this thing going. Number 5, inbounding out to Zhang. 6:30 left in this third quarter. 30-24 Dulaney. Zhang guarded by Talley, looking intense. Moving there, gets it out to 13. Guarded by Austin. 13 driving in. Oh, poked out by Austin, but 32 per hour the rebound. Nice play. Gets it to Zhang. And Zhang's in the post, almost loses the ball. Gets it back. Fade range. Oh, tries to get it. And that's going to be Towson ball.
And let me tell you something, Liam. Aside from these past 2 misses on these possessions, number 23, Zhang, has been a phenomenal game manager and leader for the squad.
He really has. Playing kind of the quarterback role, and he's doing it really well. And Juan Austin, top of the key. Good screen there. Back out to Joe Jackson. Back to Juan. And a good steal there by Zhang, just like we were talking about. He's the leader of this team. But there's people coming. Great lay. Won't make it. And it's going to be Towson ball. And that's another fast break chance missed. 100%. Zhang, nice move to get around Genus. Had a chance at it, but just rolled away.
And we just saw number 55, Hamright, checking in.
He had a big impact as well. His size really playing a factor. Summers also checks in for Towson. So Juan Austin, point guard here. Been a little bit quieter this game than I was expecting. Hopefully he'll turn it on in the second half for Towson's sake. And Joe Jackson, screened there by Elliot Genus, calling for the ball, won't get it. Kane Summers open in the post. Genus calling for the ball again. Joe Jackson with the ball. Passes to Genus. Genus driving inside, makes a man miss, and won't be able to get it. And they're fighting for the ball hard. Talley and Hamright. Oh, man. What do you think so far about the intensity of this game?
This game, these Towson Dulaney games, they're always intense, and possessions here to Towson on the jump ball, next jump ball to Dulaney.
Yep, 100%. Genus inbounding, and I think Dulaney has a chip on their shoulder after losing the homecoming football game to Towson. With Kane getting the ball, mid-range shot, makes it. Great shot.
If Summers can hit a groove here, that would be monumental for Towson and their offense.
That would be perfect. That's exactly what they need, to stretch big. Zhang taking up the court, guarded by Talley again. Towson is booing like crazy. Wainwright, oh, he dekes out Kane Summers. Oh my God, what a play.
The big man got moving on that play.
He really did. Juan Austin driving inside, trying to answer. Takes the shot, won't go. Summers trying to get the rebound. He won't get it. Hamright has honestly just been outplaying him. And 3 for Dulaney, almost makes it. 24 open in the post. And that's going to be a foul on Towson.
And I really like what 24 did on that play. He got the rebound underneath. He had a somewhat good look under the hoop, but he decided to pump fake first. He got number 21 for Towson. Elliot Genus jumping, was able to go back up again and get the foul drawn.
Really smart play there. Gets him 2 easy shots at 2 points. And I think 24 also there was just in perfect position for that rebound. You like to see it. But back to that Hamright play, he faked out Summers. Summers jumped, ran right inside, and made the layup. Probably the best play we've seen all game by Dulaney.
Not often we see these big fellas in motion.
24 at the 3 throw, and he makes it unfazed. Unfazed. He's going to get a second chance here. Second shot here. Towson again. Lots of noise. This is what that home field advantage is all about. 24 does not matter to him. Makes both. 34-26 Dulaney with 4:45 left in the third. Joe Jackson looking for a screen. No, more of like an ISO. Oh, almost loses the ball. Regains it. He's going to get it back to Juan Austin. Juan Austin guarded by Zhang. Summers with a screen here. Elliott in the post. Gets it to Joe Jackson. Nice pass. And a great shot. That, honestly, I think was the best offensive possession for Towson all game.
And just to quickly comment on that last free throw, interesting coaching decision from Dulaney. They abandoned the opportunity to rebound, putting 3 of their players back.
They did. And Zhang, and one. And one.
I think they did that because they felt comfortable.
Or no, I'm sorry, that was a foul. I'm sorry, that was a foul on somebody else, so they do not get any of the points there.
And I was just saying.
A travel there.
Travel again. I was just saying, I think that Dulaney chose to make the decision on the free throw because they felt comfortable with their lead at the time. And then a quick 3 from Towson shortened their 8-point lead to 5 points, which can be a big difference.
It definitely is. And I think they also had faith in the shooter at the line, and that must be very encouraging for that guy.
Timeout called.
All right, timeout called here. How do you think they've come out of this half? How do you think Towson has come out of this half with the lead?
I think Towson has been playing out of the gates here. Again, as I've said a couple times so far, it's been back and forth, but Dulaney still manages the lead. And Towson has to make something happen and keep getting into that. Obviously, that 3 ball that we just saw is a great first step.
You know, I think the biggest thing is just Towson really needs to execute more on offense. They're playing good defense for the most part, but if they can just get more shots up, get better shots up, really, they have a good chance at winning this game. All right. What do you think the coaches are talking about right now?
Well, I'd say in the Dulaney huddle, just to comment on that side of it, they're very happy with how they're playing right now. They're playing good defense. I mean, aside from that 3 we just saw, Dulaney's been very good so far. I think they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. I don't think any big changes are going on over there.
No, probably not. Towson might not have that many changes either. It looks like they're setting up the same lineup that they just had in. For Dulaney, it's going to be Zhang, Hamright, Unger, Highland, and number 5. Dulaney inbounds the ball to Zhang.
Interesting decision here.
I know, in the backcourt. And Juan Austin playing him tight, trying to kind of get that 8-second violation maybe. Good screen by Hamright, and an open jumper for Zhang. Bounce off Dulaney, number 5's face, and that's out of bounds. It can be Towson ball. Had an open jumper, Zhang, just coming out of this quarter a little cold, but Towson has not been able to capitalize on Dulaney's best player so far, not playing up to speed. So Joe Jackson, top of the key, driving inside, passes out to Genus, who was cutting. Oh, tries to dunk it, won't get it. That would have been a huge momentum play for Towson, but just a little too short.
And Liam, right now I'm just imagining what the fans would have done had that play happen.
Oh man, this place would have gone insane. Hamright, top of the key, guarded by Kane, trying to do another spin move, fakes it again, and he won't get it as lucky this time. Or won't get lucky this time.
And I like to just comment on the duality of the game between Summers and Hamright. Summers a much more physical player, but Hamright has been going for a lot of these finesse.
That is a great insight there. Yeah, I think that's honestly been the biggest matchup of the night. You know, if Summers can really turn on here, as we said when he made that jumper to really start the game, or start the half. Well, he's being subbed out right now, but that's been the big battle of tonight.
Very entertaining battle, and Wynn just subbed in here for Hamright.
Yes,
number 32.
Did. And Henry Brown just subbed in for Summers. So going back to that smaller lineup, Juan Austin top of the key here. Guarded by Zhang, passing it out to Genus. Genus, the only big man on the court, really, for Towson. Passes it out. Juan Austin gets the ball, passes it back to Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson, that's a spot. He's a shooter. Won't make it. Rico Talley fights for the rebound, tries to put it back up, and he makes it. Fights through contact. Great play. All right, 4 here, Morris. Morris guarded by Henry Brown. Gets it back out to Highland. Highland inside to win. Win guarded tightly. Great defense. Zhang. Oh, he got the ball. And great. Oh, good pass. Great entry pass there from Zhang, but just couldn't hold on.
And whereas we just saw a big man matchup between Summers and Hamright, dominated by Hamright for Dulaney, we're now seeing the big man matchup between Genus and Win, which seem to be being dominated by Genus.
100%. Genus is just having a better luck, but now they're subbing Genus out for Summers, and Hamright's coming back in. So Juan Austin, top of the court here, gets it inside, tries to feed it to Henry Brown, won't go. Good steal there by Dulaney. Zhang driving, top of the key, driving on Austin. He's trying to get anything happen. Great defense. 34, gets to 55. Here's the matchup we've been talking about. And Caden Summers wins that one. Gets it up to 13. And that's an open shot for Dulaney, won't make it. 15, Henry Brown gets out to Rico Talley.
Fantastic piece of rebounding by Henry Brown.
100%, they needed that. Joe Jackson driving inside, puts up the little floater, won't fall for him. Good rebound there by Hamright. Gets it up to 34. Zhang passing all the way down the court, ill-advised.
Again, Henry Brown on the play.
Wonderful player. Great Euro step there, but he won't be able to finish it. And Henry Brown again. Again, a good effort play from Henry Brown. You know, last game against Sparrows Point, he had a good game, getting some points on the board. This game, really showing his place with some great tenacity on defense and offense.
And I think number 2, Austin, might have been expecting a bit of motion on that drive there. He didn't see any.
No,
Defender
he
for
did not.
Dulaney went for the charge, and it kind of messed up his motion on the Euro step, and he ended up missing.
He had it open, just couldn't make it. All right, so number 5. Now they're bringing out more of the press. 13 back to 5. Number 5 guarded by Jackson.
We are seeing the full court press now.
Yes, we are. Number 5 driving inside, back out to 34. He's a shooter, it looks like, and he won't make that one. So Jackson corrals the rebound, driving with a lot of pace. Towson loves to play with his speed. Getting inside, passing it back. Juan Austin fakes the shot. Rico Talley back inside to Summers. Here's him against Hamright again. Neither of them make it. Past 2 shots from both Hamright and Caden Summers, neither make. Zhang against Austin here. Austin, long arms, trying to get that steal. Henry Brown back at it, and he does, and it looks like it's going to be called off by some kind of foul.
Austin gets a bit too overzealous there, trying to steal the ball. Gets called for a reach. And
That's a tough foul.
Speaking of fouls, low fouls in this game. We've only seen 4 total fouls so far in the third quarter. 3 for Towson,
You know, and
1 for Dulaney.
I think the biggest thing is that the refs are kind of letting them play. It's not that this game hasn't been physical, or has been soft in any way, but just the refs have been letting them play, letting players play, which I think is the right thing to do in a game like this.
That is nice to see, and as we're coming up just a minute 19 left in the third.
Dulaney only up by 3, been a low-scoring quarter here. Zhang was out of bounds. That was the inbound play. Zhang trying to get it in the corner, but he was out of bounds, trying to get it back, and wasn't able to work. So Towson, 1-possession game with 1:18 left, have a chance to really make this thing close. Everybody's still standing. I don't think they've sat down once. Some alumni here from Towson as well, as Juan Austin takes up the court, gets it inside to Summers. Summers can't handle it, and he saves the ball. Nice play there from Summers after the drop. Number 3, Rico Talley. Juan Austin driving inside, maybe kicking it out to Summers. No, he won't. And he misses the layup, just rims out.
And Summers has kind of psyched himself up with this matchup here with Hamright. Hamright's been dominating.
He has. They might want to see if they can bring Genus back in. He was doing well for them. Hamright, good spin move there. Number 5 driving inside. Summers gets around. Oh, man.
What a look by number 5 there under the hoop.
Honestly, they just a great piece of basketball. Summers from maybe behind the arc won't hit it. Number 5 going to drive down the court for Dulaney.
Number 5 again, great heads-up play, making the second pass there.
100% to Zhang with 23, 22 left on the clock. About 20 seconds left as Zhang guarded by Joe Jackson, looking for something. He falls, gets back up, retains his dribble, won't make it, and misses the shot with 12 seconds, 11. Towson's looking for anything here, and that's going to be a foul on Zhang. Now, again, an important piece of this is because there's a low foul mark, nobody's in the bonus.
Yes, and that will make a play coming into this when we're getting to the end of the fourth quarter. If we don't see Towson or Dulaney in the bonus, that will have an impact.
100%. Those simple fouls, instead of getting 2 foul shots, now you have to do a whole nother possession. So Rico Talley's going to inbound here, and Genus is coming in for Summers, as we were talking about.
And again, I think making a fouling there from Zhang, even though it wasn't intentional, is a crucial mistake, giving Towson time to plan out what they're going to do
with
at the
5
end of this
seconds
quarter.
left. Genus driving inside, trying to make that last shot, won't get it. And this quarter's going to end. A good quarter there from Towson, cuts the lead to 5. And we got a minute before the next quarter.
36-31 our score. It's been a fight in this third quarter.
Without a doubt, it has been a fight. Very impressive play from both teams. Both came out hot. Dulaney, as we've just been saying, has just had that small advantage the entire game, pacing Dulaney, pacing Towson. And so with about 40 seconds left, you know, in the huddle here, I think Towson is just really going to try to make sure that they can take the lead. They need momentum plays, and I think the biggest thing is turnovers, trying to draw fouls. Last game in Sparrows Point. Now, obviously, Dulaney with a much tougher interior presence than Sparrows Point, as we've seen just throughout the game. Juan Austin might want to try to drive, use his nice finishing against the rim and good speed, try to make this happen. Dulaney, meanwhile, just got to keep doing what they're doing. Get the ball to Hamright. Hamright, I think, is just really a mismatch. Hamright's definitely going to be a mismatch for Caden Summers here. Summers just not been able to keep up. Obviously a great player. Someone who clearly has an impact, good shooting touch. Big guy, big physical guy. But Hamright has not been doing here. And it looks like we're going to have an announcer change here. Deffaa, who's been doing the score, is going to come in right at the start of the fourth quarter. So we're just going to switch that real quick. Zhang, top of the key here, guarded by Austin. Zhang driving inside, guarded by Genus. Gets it out to number 5. Number 5 gets it back to Zhang. Zhang going around the court here, and he's got that open mid-range again, and he misses. He's just been cold all second half, and that's really, really just saved Towson's skin. Joe Jackson gonna get it back. Top of the key, driving inside, kicks it out. Elliot Genus fakes the shot, going inside. Juan Austin with the ball again. Trying to get it inside to Genus, won't get it. Back out to Joe Jackson, good bailout there. And Juan Austin, corner, gets it to Genus. Genus posting up and smothering defense there. Absolutely smothering defense there from 32. Completely prevents the shot. And Will, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I would. I'm Will Deffaa, and I'm taking over for Landon for color commentating.
Thank you for joining us today, Will. So Juan Austin's going to inbound the ball here. Again, that senior section has just been standing up the entire time, really trying to get Towson in this game. Going to inbound the ball. Joe Jackson. And here we go. Slides over. Good screen there. Great pass into Henry Brown.
Some
amazing play.
Nice smooth basketball right there. They've been doing that all game.
100%. All right, number 13 driving down the court here. 13 guarded by Derek Foster, who's checked in. Misses the shot. Derek with the rebound. Gets it back out to Juan Austin. Austin driving again. Cuts it. Oh, loses the ball. 32. Driving down the court. Only Joe Jackson there. He's got a layup, and he makes it. Good shot there from Dulaney. Keeps that 5-point advantage. Joe Jackson coming back up the court. So it's Joe Jackson, Juan Austin, Henry Brown, Elliot Genus, and Derek Foster. And he almost loses the ball, gets the ball back, try to pass it inside. Going inside is definitely probably going to be the right play here. Gets it back out to Elliot Genus, as we were saying, going inside, but he's double teamed in the post. Loses the ball, and that's going to be Dulaney possession. Good play there. They just keep doubling teaming in the post, and it's really shutting down this offense. Will, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, that'll be a jump ball, so that'll be technically Dulaney's ball.
Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. And just, as I've said, just stifling defense here with 6:26 left. Not many fouls we've been saying, but it's Dulaney up by 5. So inbounding the ball here. Number 5 gets the ball back to Zhang, guarded by Austin. Zhang driving in. Tight defense all game. Very good defensive game. Oh, tries to get the steal, won't get it. Curly Scott driving inside, passes to 32, loses the ball, can't hang on. It's a travel.
The travels, frankly, have plagued both these teams, especially Towson mostly, and that has honestly been causing them to be behind in this game. And if they want to get back in this game, they should limit the travels.
They need to limit turnovers overall. And Joe Jackson gets the pass in. Derek Foster looking really for his first impact of the game, besides just the hustle defense and hustle rebounds, which have been great. Joe Jackson putting it inside, puts a shot up, won't go. Tapped out, and it's going to be Dulaney ball. Tapped out by Towson. They don't look happy about that. James Anderson also checked in. So for Dulaney, Morris is in. Win. Number 5, Zhang and Curly Scott. And 5:50 left. Curly Scott's inbounding the ball here. They're bringing back that full court press. And Kane Summers comes in for James Anderson. Kane Summers, as we've been saying, if he can win that matchup in this fourth quarter, I really think that he has good impact. Juan Austin trying to go for the steal, and he does! Getting inbound, puts it the layup, won't go. Honestly, Will, I think that he would have been better served to try to maybe just slow it down and save a possession, but I understand, obviously, wanting to go for that momentum play. Zhang driving inside on Foster. Juan Austin guarding number 5 heavily. Summers again, Wainwright, Hamright, and it looks like it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, and we said earlier about slowing down the plays. That's what Towson, I believe, has really needed to do. They go on too many fast breaks, and they just tend to pass the ball out quickly, and it results in silly turnovers that have been costing them this game.
It has. All right, so with the inbound here, 13's inbounding into 23, Zhang, and 13 driving inside, puts up a shot, and won't be able to get it. Okay, and then, so Juan Austin going in with Zhang. This matchup we've been seeing all game, great matchup. Genius looks like he's checking back in a sec here. Juan Austin, top of the key. Derek Foster kind of calling for the ball. Pushes out to Henry Brown. Henry Brown keeps his dribble alive. Puts a shot up, won't fall. Towson can get nothing to fall, and it stays there. Dulaney ball again. Henry Brown, they have been putting everything, but nothing has fallen. That's just a tough break for them. Oh, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. It is going to be Henry Brown's 2 foul shots. So it looks like they're going to get really their first few foul shots of the game. They have not had many. As we've said, not many fouls to give them there. So trying to give some magic the Towson crowd is here. Henry Brown, he's a good shooter. And he makes that first one to cut it to a 4-point lead. And he's going to load up here for his second shot. Here's his second foul shot. Towson trying to give him that magic again. Let's see how it happens. And he misses that one, just pulls out. Unlucky. Number 5 driving down the court. He's having a great game. Everyone at Dulaney really has been playing well. They've just been 2 great teams matched up very well. Back out to Curly Scott. Curly Scott grabbed by Jackson. And it's going to be a foul on Jackson. They're creeping closer and closer to that bonus. And if they get in that bonus, that's a huge, huge advantage for Dulaney, especially with the lead. Number 5 subbed out, so it's going to be Curly Scott, Zhang, Highland, Hamright, and Morris. Now, Hamright has not matched up that much with Elliot Genus, and so this will be interesting to see how Elliot Genus handles the matchup a little bit better, or if he will handle the matchup a little bit better than Summers. Curly Scott driving inside, loses ball, and it's a travel. It is a travel against Dulaney. Joe Jackson passing it to Juan Austin. Juan Austin going inside on the perimeter. Gets it back to Genus, to Foster. Foster open 3. Won't hit it. Just been cold this game. All right, Zhang getting it guarded tightly by Austin. They're not doing that full court press anymore. At least not on the plays like this. 13 driving inside on Foster. And 15, Henry Brown corrals the rebound. Great rebound all game. All right, going inside, Juan Austin going around the screen there. Puts the shot up, and that's a foul. It's a foul. All right, Will, how do you think Towson's come out so far this fourth quarter?
I think they've been doing better. I feel like they've been a lot more aggressive, and if they just take advantage of these Dulaney travels, I feel like they can really climb themselves back into this game. I mean, it's not much of a deficit, and I think that they could win.
I totally agree there. Yep. especially as Towson's getting some more fouls now, so they're getting easier shots at points, which is a very good thing here. The other players are huddled up by Juan Austin shooting, while Juan Austin shooting. We'll see if he makes this. He's a good shooter as well. And the first one misses. Won't get it. Will, they've got to convert these chances at the line if they want a chance. They just have to. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like Five's been subbed back in. Juan Austin on the line, really wants to make the second one. And he won't, but Derek Foster gets the rebound, fighting for it. Big plays there. Juan Austin with the ball. And it's going to be another foul. That is another foul on Dulaney. Well, they're creeping closer to the bonus too.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one.
These next free throws are going to be key because if you obviously make the free throws,
now it is going to be an inbounds play, not a shooting foul. It's going to be a ground foul. So Juan Austin guarded tightly by number 5. Driving inside, puts up a shot. Oh, nearly makes it. Gets the foul, but almost had the and one.
That would have been a beauty. That would have been a beauty, Liam.
A beauty. That is a great term for it. Yes. That would have been a beautiful play from a great player.
Still get a chance to convert these points that he may have missed. So,
100%.
Redeem himself.
That one's short. Juan Austin looking a little discouraged, but his teammates are supporting him as they should. It's good to see that. What's interesting, we're going to have to see if Summers comes back in. Of course, you know, he has been having a good game. Obviously, we've been talking about that matchup with Wayne Hamright, and Juan Austin makes that for a free throw. Good points there for Towson. If Summers comes back in, he can definitely have an impact on this game. So Brown guarding him. Juan Austin going inside. Back to Jackson. Jackson trying for the steal. Curly Scott with an open shot. And that's going to be Dulaney ball fighting for it. Going to be a jump ball. And I believe they're going to rule that Towson ball.
What?
All right, and that right there walking over is the sports photography here. His name's John Bowers, JohnCBowersPhotography.com. Great shots here from the game. Juan Austin, meanwhile, passing it back to Joe Jackson. Derek Foster, Elliot Genas fakes the shot, driving inside, and almost gets the ball stolen. That's going to be a double dribble. Ref right in his face telling him Dulaney ball. Tough scene there.
Don't worry, though. There's still 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. That's plenty of time for these Towson Generals. They're only down by 3. So.
No. But Dulaney, again, has just, we've been saying that all game. Towson's been close, but they need to do something to break it. Juan Austin going for the steal, trying to be that person. Curly Scott driving inside, and he won't make it. Good defense there interiorly. Juan Austin going again. Won't make it, trying to get that rebound. And it looks like Curly Scott has it. And we're going to see whose ball it is here. He hasn't ruled it just yet. I believe it's going to be Dulaney ball. The Towson student section is absolutely unhappy with that. Dulaney, meanwhile, he's going crazy. We have not talked much about the Dulaney students, but they have shown out. They have shown out for this game, which is really impressive. You do like to see that on a road game. All right, 13's going to inbound the ball here to Zhang. There's 3:19 left, 38-35 Dulaney. Just keeping it close, but just a little too far for Towson's reach. Oh, and that's going to be ruled. That's going to be Towson possession.
What a play by Juan. What a play. High defense on Zane, and Zane has been on fire this entire game, but what a play by Juan to force the travel.
100%. Very, very impressive. That's what the play we're talking about. Dulaney takes a timeout. Towson's going to like that. The players are a little bit mad, but the fact that they need to take a timeout's good for Towson. 6 fouls each on both sides, so they are getting closer to that bonus. It's getting a little bit more physical. Refs calling some more plays. We're going to see what Dulaney sends out here to make sure. It's going to be a little timeout here. And Towson, you know, I don't know. What do you think their coach is saying that huddle? Because they're definitely, he's amped up. He's looking to win the game. So what do you think they're saying?
I think that the coach says essentially, don't turn over the ball, because turnovers obviously have not been the best for either team, to be honest.
No.
But if Towson limits their turnovers and scores and gets more opportunities in terms of not necessarily going on a fast break entirely, but slowing it down and making up a good play, and scoring good points, they could easily win this game. And
they definitely can't.
Tons of time left.
There is some jawing here, just some nice friendly trash talk between the Towson and Dulaney side, which you do like to see. That's a great part of the rivalry too. Respect on both sides, but also both sides desperately want to win this game. All right, second chance at the inbound here. Gets it to Genus. Genus guarded by Hamright. Genus takes the shot.
Ooh.
Nearly makes it. Derek goes all the way up for that rebound. Great effort there, but Zhang's going to get the ball. Good board over him. Gets it to 13. 13 open three. They cannot let that happen. 13 had a good look at it, just didn't convert. Juan Austin driving inside, trying to get around Zhang. Puts the shot up, and it falls!
Oh, wow.
And it falls, and he flexes on the crowd.
Yes, Juan, you flex those muscles.
Yeah, all right. I like to see that. Zhang, though, guarded by Juan Austin. It's a one-point game with 2:43 left. Gets it to Hamright. This crowd is chanting defense. Hamright going inside, misses the shot. Great rebound there, and what is that shot? Towson, he gets the ball back. No, he does not. Juan Austin gets the ball. Him and Jackson, the two-star players, puts it over. Jackson, oh my God!
What a play, Joe.
God.
What a play.
2:20 left in the game, and this crowd is going absolutely nuts. As Towson has their first lead in a while.
Insane with the Towson section, and what a play by Juan Austin.
What a play by Jackson and Juan Austin with that pass. Zhang driving inside. Zhang pushing over, and he makes it!
Oh my
goodness! Oh my God! I mean, Will, that is back-to-back great plays.
That's a way to respond in, especially this game. And look at these student sections right here.
They are going insane. And that's an and one, so he has the chance. He has the chance to get them up by 2 with only 2 minutes left.
And Zane's up to the line. He has been an incredible shooter today. And this is
you got to expect him to make these with how he's been shooting the mid-range.
Yes.
We'll see what happens here. Can Zhang make it? And he does. Great shot by Zhang. So there's 2 minutes left. 41-39. Joe Jackson taking the ball up the court. They're trying to respond. Get that momentum back. This is going to be tight, folks. Jackson, there's a call, and it's going to be a foul. Foul on Curly Scott. Foul on Curly Scott. They're calling some more fouls now. They're both in the bonus, Will. They are both in the bonus.
And Dulaney has been a little sloppy with their fouls. If Towson can obviously take advantage, this is a big opportunity for Towson.
That is the story of the fourth quarter. A lot of foul shots for Towson. Very good for their offense. Gives him an easy shot. Towson trying to give him luck here. Joe Jackson, great shooter. Shoots the ball, misses that one, and that's a 1-and-1, meaning that he doesn't get another chance. Zhang passing the ball up. They have two men wide open, and they make that fast break layup. Missed him one early in the game. They make that one. Towson cannot let that happen. Just tough. And Dulaney calls a timeout. No.
That was a travel.
That was a travel. You're right. Just like Landon was saying before he had to go, very, very tight with these travel calls, making sure the players have to be careful here. And he just wasn't. It's hard to be a little bit careful, obviously, as the game is getting more and more intense. You don't think about it, but it's got to keep it up. Hamright's inbounding the ball to Zhang. Zhang over top of Tally. Zhang with that shot. If he can get hot again, that is huge. And it's going to be Dulaney ball off of Elliot Genus. Oh man,
that's a huge momentum swing right there.
This game has turned up. 32 is going to check in for Hamright. So on the court right now for Dulaney, we got Wynn, Morris, 13 Highland. We got 3 Curly Scott and Zhang. As we've been talking about all game, 34 up on the top of the court, back out to Zhang. Zhang, another mid-range. He can't hit him. He has just gone cold all second half. Tough scene for Dulaney. Joe Jackson driving inside, trying to play with pace. Gets the shot up. Just a momentum play there. Tried to get the momentum with that easy shot, with that hard shot, but unable. And it's Dulaney ball. It's gonna be a timeout.
I think it's a good call. I think it's a good call to call this timeout right here because
I believe it is.
Obviously, the momentum has swung over to Dulaney.
With 1:21 left on the clock, or 59 seconds left on the clock.
No, that is the
timeout. I'm sorry, that's my bad. I'm too caught up in the game, Will. Just can't focus.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Everybody here. This game has lived up to the hype. I will say that. No matter the outcome here, I think the Towson fans just have to be happy about the way their team has played. Hard-nosed, great basketball.
Yes, that's 100% true.
Well, Dulaney, they had surrendered the lead, but since then, Towson has not scored another points, and Dulaney has gotten 5 straight. So there are not many 5-0 run here. Towson knows what they can do. They can do it, but can Dulaney stop them from doing it, and can Towson actually execute?
What Towson needs to do to come here out of the huddle is they cannot let Dulaney score on this possession right here. Because if they score on this possession, it's what?
It's a 6 or 7 point game.
Yeah, 6 or 7 point game.
Barring any other foul shots. And if it's a 7 point game, I mean, that's a 3 possession game with less than 2 minutes left. That's tough. With 1:21 left, I should say. That is just hard. And when you're on time constraints, you're obviously going to foul and put the Dulaney shooters on the free throw line, which they can obviously make it and extend the lead even more. Yes, Dulaney's going to inbound the ball, 34 here. Inbounding the ball, trying to get to Zhang, gets it to 13. Highland instead, 13 driving on Joe Jackson. Won't get it, Joe Jackson, good defense. Top of the key, 32. On that left side, guarded by Genus. Oh, great try there from Tally, but Dulaney keeps possession. He dove for the ball, trying to tap it out, but it's going to stay, and I think it's going to be called a foul, actually. Yes, it is. That's going to be called a foul on Tally. He puts in all the effort he can, but just won't be able to get it. So Zhang has 2 shots, and he's a very good foul shooter, Will. He just is. Very impressive. All game. I really think Zhang and Hamright have been the best 2 players for Dulaney all game. But he makes that one. He makes that one. So that swells their lead up to 5 with 1:12 left. Towson's going to need a big comeback here to win this game. Zhang, this is his second one to make the lead 6, and he won't get that one. Genus gets it back to Austin. They've got to play smart. They cannot just go for the quick shot. Austin, that is a foul. That is a shooting foul. That's a shooting foul on Austin, so Austin has 2 chances with 1:06 left to bring this game back to a 2-possession game.
And he has to make these shots here.
Without a doubt. If he misses this, there's a minute left, down 5. This is going to be one of their best chances with Dulaney playing some hard-nosed defense.
Yeah.
It's just...
And frankly, both teams have been playing hard-nosed defense. I mean, you've seen everyone flop all over the court, or like flop just in general. It's just been a hard, rough game. And if Towson needs to win this game, they have to make the shots.
They have to make the easy shots. And this is one of those easy shots.
Austin
won't get it, and he can't get the rebound, so it's going to stay 44-40. 1 minute left in the game. We're getting down to double-digit times here, folks.
You don't want to foul here.
He's like, no, you cannot. Towson cannot foul here. 32, that's going to give him too easy of a shot. 32, going back to 13. 13, 3, won't make it. If he had made that, Will. Oh, my God, what a rebound.
Wow.
Curly Scott, and it's going to be a travel.
And so we'll have the ball.
Oh, wow. Towson's going to have the ball. Oh, my gosh. There's going to be a timeout call with 46 seconds left on the clock.
That's very smart by both coaches.
Oh, man. Curly Scott, obviously, he's a guard, so he's a smaller player. He got up high to get that rebound.
That's the hops you obviously want on a basketball team.
100%.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at Spud Webb. 5'4", and he won the dunk contest.
Nate Robinson as well. He won the dunk contest, lost to Jake Paul, so you win some, you lose some. But Towson here, it's going to be 40-ish seconds left. They're down by 4. They got to keep converting those 3 throws, trying to get fouls. I mean, I think getting fouls is a pretty good strategy. If they can get those to work, then they can get this game back in their hands. Remember, they did take that lead, but they've only scored 1 point since. Meanwhile, Dulaney has scored, I believe, 6. So they've been 6-1 right now.
And when fouling, Towson obviously has to be careful. He cannot send Zane to the line. While he has not been hot in the second half, he has been hot from the line in this half.
That's what good players do, His mid-range shots were falling, and if his mid-range shots are falling, I mean, this could be a completely different game for Dulaney.
Yes.
Obviously, but you can say that about anything. But Zhang had to make his presence known as the best player on this team from what I've seen, and he did at the foul line, being clutch. So there's 45 seconds left. Derek Foster gets the ball back to Juan Austin. Juan Austin, good screen there, passes it out to Elliot Genus. Elliot Genus, open 3.
On, Elliot.
He makes it. And he makes that shot.
What?
Bang!
That is amazing.
Wild. Zhang driving inside, puts him a shot, and he makes that one.
Wow.
Oh my God, 26 seconds left.
Oh my goodness.
44. Juan Austin driving inside.
Fast break.
Oh, and what's that going to be called? This is huge. Towson's happy with it, so that's going to be called a blocking foul. Juan Austin's going to go to the line with 20 seconds left, down 3. Now, Elliot Genis, an amazing shot there.
Yes.
Got open, great shot, clutch player. But then Zhang, as we've been saying, amazing player, drove right back down, made a tough layup to get that lead back to 3. All right, Juan Austin at the line, 20 seconds left. 3-point game. He needs these, Will.
He does. He desperately needs these shots here.
And we'll see what happens. And he misses that one. Oh, back out. Joe Jackson, open 3. Won't get it. And the ball. Who's that ball out on? It's going to be Dulaney ball with 14 seconds left. Juan Austin missed that first free throw because it was a ground foul, 1-1. I mean, if he misses the first, we get possession. So Dulaney driving down, 10 seconds left, back out to Zhang. They need to foul him. 7 seconds left, Towson down 3, Zhang going to the line. Will, if he just keeps doing what he's doing, this game might be out of Towson's hands. Obviously, they fought really hard all game. Every single player on that team who played, great game. But Dulaney just stayed in front, paced them the entire way, and they're going to need a little bit of luck and a lot of good plays to come back here. With about 8 seconds left, Zhang makes that one.
Wow.
So he has another shot.
That's
Zhang,
killer.
I mean,
if he makes this
out of his
game,
mind. Out of his mind. You think this is game? I mean, Towson can go for a quick shot, but I think if he makes this, it's very tough. Delaney's already celebrating. And he won't make it. Tapped out, but then he gets the ball.
Oh, my gosh.
Gets it back out to 34. They have to foul him. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
How can Towson let that happen?
What a play by Zhang.
Incredible play. Gets his own rebound and then makes the smart play to pass back out to the line, waste more time. There's 4 seconds left. They're waving goodbye to this Towson crowd. And I think just barring an absolute miracle.
Look at Zhang. He's waving goodbye.
He's pointing scoreboard.
Wow.
This Towson crowd is not happy, folks.
That's a Trae Young attitude right there.
That is a Trae Young in MSG. Right there, bing bong. I promised myself I wouldn't say that, but I just did. 34 makes that first shot to make it 48-43, and it looks like Towson's just going to come up just short. 49-43, gets it into Jackson. Jackson driving on the court, has to take a half-court prayer, misses. And that's going to be game. Will, what a game tonight.
What a game. Towson fought to the end, but unfortunately they came up short.
Absolutely incredible. Towson players are mad. Towson fans are not happy. But Dulaney, I mean, I don't think this is something you can be ashamed of. Dulaney, they should be incredibly proud of this.
Yes.
What an absolute night.
And their players, they should be incredibly proud of their fans for showing up. I honestly was not expecting this amount of crowd from the away fans to show up.
They deserve that. Great game. Thank you guys for joining us tonight on AC Sports. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this content. Thank you, Landon and Will, and we'll see you guys next game. Thank you.